All right, let's get into it. Today, we're floating up into the clouds for a deep dive into one of my singing monster's most beloved spots, the one, the only, Air Island.
And you know, the official bio just nails it, right? It frames Air Island as this nonstop party in the sky. And that fun, celebratory, free care energy is exactly what we're going to explore. So here's our flight plan for this little tour. First, we'll cover how you even get a ticket to this sky-high party. Then we'll listen to its incredible soundtrack, meet the monsters who live there, figure out how to breed your own, and finally, I'll give you some pro tips to make your island absolutely thrive. Okay, first things first. How do you actually get to Air Island? It's not as simple as just, showing up. You've got to earn your spot at the party. The good news is, getting there is actually pretty accessible. You only need to be at level 4 and have already unlocked Cold Island. And that cost? 50,000 coins. Now that might sound like a bit, but it used to be 750,000. That huge price drop made Air Island one of the first major new experiences for most players. Now let's talk about the heart and soul of any island, the song. The music on Air Island is what gives it that breezy, upbeat vibe that everyone loves. So the track, composed by Dave Kerr and Tom Meikle, bounces along at a pretty quick 140 beats per minute in the key of G major. But what really sells the atmosphere, what makes it feel real, are the little details. You can hear this heavy wind blowing and every now and then the call of a blue jay. It's those touches that really make you feel like you're floating. And it gets even cooler because the song actually tells a story, thanks to the weirdos. Parlisona and Stewart basically have this lyrical back and forth. Parlisona is all welcoming, inviting you to this carefree life. But then you have Stewart, who's got this cheeky, kind of rebellious attitude. It adds so much personality to the music. Of course, an island is nothing without its monsters, right? And Air Island has a huge, diverse population just waiting to join your sky orchestra. 69. That's the number. That is how many unique monsters you can eventually get on this one island. So yeah, this isn't just a small get-together, it's a massive, skyborne festival of sound. And here's how that all breaks down. You've got your 27 commons to get the party started, but then the real hunt begins for the 18 rares and 18 epics. And on top of all that, there are 6 special monsters. It's this variety that keeps you coming back, always trying to complete that collection. Here's a fun fact that makes Air Island stand out among the natural islands. It's the only one that hosts 2 different seasonal monsters. You get Schmoochel during the season of love and Hula during summer song. This makes the island a super important hotspot for some of the game's biggest events. Okay, so you know who's there, but how do you actually get all these monsters? Well, the answer is the absolute core of the game, breeding. This is how you build your orchestra from the ground up. The concept itself is simple, but it has a ton of depth. You just pick 2 monsters you already own, pop them in the breeding structure, and wait. If you get the combination right, boom, a brand new monster egg appears with a new sound for your song. Let's walk through a real example, breeding the awesome 4-element monster, the Riff. To get a Riff, you need parents that cover all of Air Island's elements. A perfect combo is a Kongal, which has 3 elements, and a Noggin, which has the last one. Put them together, wait a bit, and success. You've got yourself a Riff, the anchor of your sky-high symphony. All right, you've got the island. You're starting to breed some monsters. Now what? How do you take it from just a simple outpost to a thriving, coin-producing paradise? Let's talk strategy. If you really want to make your island flourish, you need to focus on 3 key things. First, get rid of those trees and rocks. You get XP, and more importantly, you get space. Second, upgrade your castle. More beds means more monsters, which means more music and, yep, more coins. And third, keep your monsters happy by placing their favorite decorations nearby. It directly boosts how many coins they make. Speaking of coins, not all monsters are created equal. The rare Wobux is an absolute powerhouse, pulling in 520 coins every single minute. The Wordos are right on its tail at 454, and, even the Dipsters are great because they don't take up any bed space. Focusing on these guys is the fastest way to get rich. And I can't stress this enough, those castle upgrades are critical. You start with just 4 beds, which gets you nowhere. To have a full orchestra, you're gonna have to invest. And just look at that jump to diamond costs for the bigger castles. That carved skylight castle with 180 beds, that's the long-term goal for any serious player. So when you put it all together, Air Island is just this perfect mix.
You've got the amazing party atmosphere, a song that's impossible to forget, and a truly unique cast of characters. It all combines to make it a fan favorite, a real cornerstone of the whole My Singing Monsters world. And that leaves us with one big question to think about. When you consider the unique song, the wordos with actual lyrics, and the 2 seasonal events, could Air Island be the most creative, most ambitious island in the entire monster world? Let us know what you think. Thanks for joining the tour.